And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today I'm talking about Furry Foodies, which is not what you might think from that name. It has nothing to do with furries eating food. It's about foodies who are furry. In this case, it's cat edition. Cats getting the delicious food that they so badly deserve, like human pizza and ice cream, and what are you feeding your cats? It's a game in which you're trying to collect a lot of food of either the same type or sequential types. Let me show you. In this game, you're going to place randomly a grid of 5x5 tiles with the rest of them placed here. These tiles are going to be made up of broken plates and catnip and wild, and then food cards that go from 1 to 8. There's a whole lot of 1s in the deck. There's only 1 8, a few 7s, and so on. And players are going to be trying to get collections of these cards, and at the end of the game, you're going to score points for the different tiles that you've gotten, whether it's a set, a whole bunch of the same type, or a sequence, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. And a wild can be used as anything you want. So if I have 6 ice creams at the end of the game, and then I have a 2, 3, and a 4, I could do 5 ice creams, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, or I could do a 6 ice creams and 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to add together these points, subtracting points for a set of glass broken plates that I have. Now, players are going to be scoring these tiles and getting these tiles over the course of the game. On your turn, you simply are going to move your cat twice. So you move them once. They always move horizontally or vertically. You push all the tiles, and the tile that comes off is the tile you get. You can't push towards another cat, so I don't really have an option here. I'm going to push again, so I got these 2 on my turn. Tiles are replaced as soon as you get them, so maybe the orange cat's going to do this thing. They get a broken glass. Not much they can do about that. They had to get the broken glass. They could push this way and get another broken glass, but that seems problematic, so they would go this way and take the chicken. Then the black cat might go forward 1, like this, getting the broken glass, and then push this direction, taking the bacon. Then the white cat will probably just push forward twice, 1, 2, and taking the fish and the chicken. Now you could get into a possible spot where you can't move, in which case you're removed off and then come in somewhere from outside the board. Catnips, when you get them, you can use them anytime in the future to get a 3rd move instead of just 2. And wilds, like I said, just count as a whatever you want at the end of the game. The game ends when the draw pile is empty and you need to draw a tile. And then you just add up scores like we're shown here, and whoever has the most points is the winner. There are different cats that come with the game. There are 6 different cats in total. Each cat has their own little backstory there. You can learn about Rusty and Lola and Cleo, etc. They fit on these bases. I do like the fact that the base is the same size. So you could, you're essentially pushing them. Now, they do get caught in the corners a little bit, but not a big deal. And it works really well for kids. All the stuff's very clearly labeled, simple art, simple point values, and the broken plates are very obvious what they are. Everything fits inside a very nice little insert in the box, so it's good components. And there you have it. That's Furry Foodies. Now, I'm putting this in the category of kids game. It says here 8 and up, and while adults could play this game, it's essentially a kids game as they learn to try to collect different sets. You can go for ice cream. There's lots of ice cream or lots of spaghetti out there on the board. And it's, those are easier to collect, but maybe you want to go for the sequence and get the wild. There's definitely some back and forth in this game. You can definitely push foods in such a way that not even intentionally you're trying to, you hurt other players, but you can just get in their way or force them to take plates. I've yet to see a game where there's a negative score, but getting a bunch of plates, you really want to keep it down. I mean, I don't think you can avoid getting plates over the course of the game, broken plates. But I do feel like you can minimize that impact. And so it has an addition and subtraction thing, and it shows the curve. The more you get, the more points you get. You get a set of 10. That's pretty solid, compared to just getting 2 sets of 5. And I like that concept. I think this might be too simple for adults, but for kids it works really well, especially kids of all different ages, because the little ones, and they might be sad when they get plates, so keep that in mind. But for the most part, it's fun just to push and see the tiles move, and it lets you think in a way that many games don't push you to think as you're watching this grid kind of slide around. That and the cats getting the food is a theme that a lot of kids will like, especially, like I said, has these backstory for the kittens. So for kids, I recommend this one. Dice Tower Judgment, kid approved.